everybody? Today we are going to do a full review of the KRX. So this is a 2023 actually. No, 2022. Yeah, 2022. Don't even know when my machine was made. Anyways, we're going to do a full review of it because it seems like wherever I go, everybody's always asking me, hey man, what do you think of the KRX? Because up here in Michigan, they're not too popular really. They're getting there, but not like they are down south, or Tennessee and West Virginia, where they literally use them to climb mountains. Up here we got a lot of fast trails, and they're not fast obviously. So I'm gonna flip you around here, and we're gonna go over everything from the front to back, fit, finish, all that good stuff. All right, say hi to Winston. All right, so first off, we will talk about the grill, the original grill on this thing. So one thing I don't like about it is the holes in the original grill are so big that the mud gets through very easy. So I bought this custom one, and that helps tons. So the ride on this thing is absolutely spectacular, except I did have to put new tender springs on it because within about 200 miles it was already sagging in the back. So all right, center caps, the stock center caps, horrible. I bet you there's 10,000 of them in the trails around the United States. Everybody loses them, which is why I got them ones. So let's see more about the front end. So the axles on the front, I busted one. That was my fault. I don't have limit straps on it, and it was basically fully extended, and it busted. So I blame that on myself. I never had any issue with any of the other ones. They seem to be pretty bulletproof, to be honest. So this has a custom cage on it from Reject Fab. Not really that happy about that, but whatever, what are you gonna do? So the stock cage, I had hit a tree. I was in West Virginia, and there's a tree down in the stream, and I didn't see it because I was trying to clean the radiator back when I had the old radiator guard on it, and hit right here, and it just creased it, shattered my glass windshield. So the stock cages are junk on these. If you do any kind of rock crawling or mountain climbing or anything, put a cage on it because you're gonna die if you don't. Okay, so inside here, fit and finish of this thing is actually not bad. Mine's dirty, you can talk shit if you want, but I use my machine and I clean it the best I can. But I live in Michigan, man. There's a lot of mud up here, so it's constantly dirty. Anyways, fit and finish. This is the plain Jane one. This is just a base model KRX, so we don't have any of the goodies like the ES or no screen over there or nothing. I did put the tablet holder on there, which is awesome. It just pops open like this. Put your stuff in there. So this has got a tuner on it. I can't think of what the tuner is right now. Crap, I don't remember. Whatever, doesn't matter. It's got a tuner. Let's see what we got for miles on this thing. I don't even know. 1,600. Okay, so got 1,600 miles, and so far anything that I've had to change because it broke was just an axle and my stock clutch weights. After about 300 miles, I could tell there was something wrong. I was getting that shifting feeling at like 45, 47 mile an hour that everybody gets. So I went with aftermarket Assassin clutch weights because then I got the tuner. It came as a package. And I'm kind of regretting that too, because I think the aftermarket Assassin clutch weights are going bad again at 1,600 miles. So I got JBS ones coming. I'm pretty excited for them. I hear a lot of good things about them clutch weights. So in the comments, spring or no spring, because I know that's a debate too. So I'm thinking about leaving the spring out of it when I change them. I'm going to get a hold of him, James Davis, and see what they recommend. Just for what I do. I do a lot of fast stuff too, so I'm thinking like I should keep the spring in there just because I do a lot of fast trails also here in Michigan, but I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm going to try both and then do a review on them. Let's see, as far as so we'll talk about the frog skins here. So these, you definitely have to have a cover of some sort on here like this, because these things start to peel around the edges, and if you're not paying attention, you're going to get all kinds of stuff in there. So these kind of help. This cover here kind of helps it keep it tight around there. You're definitely going to want to do that. Or I've seen some guys flip it around, which works too. So as far as the beefiness of this machine, I mean, this thing is really bulletproof. If you watch any of my videos, you see that I beat the living shit out of this thing. And I have all my machines. I had the YXZ before this, even worse. But overall, I'm really, really, really happy with this machine. It's like a Cadillac in the trails. And I know people say that they're slow, but even on the fast trails that we have here in Michigan, I can keep up with the turbos. I mean, where are you doing 80 at? Unless you go to the dunes. You know what I mean? For the most part, you're doing 40, 50, 60 in the trails. I can do that in this. It's a little top heavy, you know, because I have my suspension set to the softest that it goes. So it's a little top heavy, don't get me wrong. It can get sketchy when you're going around a corner. But as long as you kind of know how to drive a little bit, you'll be okay. Let's see what else we want to talk about here. Falls to a custom cage on these is there is no rear window for it. So you have to try to make one, I guess. This is my idea of trying to make one. It does keep the dust out a little bit, but not like it should if I had a back window there. And also I'd like to, for the winter time here, build a enclosure for it, because obviously they don't make them for the custom cages. But you know, I can deal with that. I'm gonna figure something out. So oil changes on this thing, super easy. Like probably one of the easiest things that I've done on this machine. My YXZ was kind of a pain in the ass. Some other machines, like my buddy has an R-Max, that's kind of a pain. Another buddy's got a General, that one's a huge pain. This is simple. You can do oil change and diffs in probably 15 minutes on this thing. And I got a video on that too, if you guys want to check that out. As far as space in the back, there is a lot of room for my cooler. That's important, you know, gotta have a cooler. And then I got this little thing here that I use for spraying out the radiator. Got it off Amazon. Just a cheap little pump. Doesn't really work that well, to be honest. Oh, let's see what else. So I added the a hitch here. That was super easy to install, but it needs something in the back. You gotta have some kind of hook point when you get stuck or you're pulling somebody out. There's really nothing to connect to. If you don't put one of them on there, there's literally nothing to connect to pull somebody out of the trail. I mean, you could probably do it here, but I wouldn't recommend that. Let's see what else we got to talk about. So I got 35s on this, and I really believe that this machine should come with 35s straight from the factory. It can handle it well. So when I did the 35s, I originally, obviously it comes with 31s. I did the tuner and the clutch weights right away. So I really don't know what it would have been like if I did the 35s with the stock stuff. I'm assuming it's got to be pretty close, but when I did the tuner and the clutch weights, I did notice that I picked up some low end torque. Like, it really felt kind of snappy for being probably the heaviest machine on the market. You know, it was pretty noticeable. So like I said, I got the JBS clutch weights coming, so I think that's going to be a super big help. And I'm going to throw the G-Boost belt back on. So when I bought the clutch weights, I did the G-Boost belt, and for some reason they didn't jive. It was slipping right off the get. So I pulled the G-Boost back off, put the stock belt back on, and it was okay, but I'm slipping again. So there's definitely some issues going on in there. But I haven't taken it apart and cleaned it. I cleaned it a couple times. I kind of neglect the clutch a little bit because I'm not used to having one. Like I said, it came from my YXZ where you literally had to do nothing. So, I mean, that's really about it. But like I said, overall, I'm super happy with this machine. Cadillac in the trails. It's peppy for being a monster truck, I guess. I really have no complaints. Really, no serious complaints. Oh, dang, Hawk's all folded up. I guess if I had to nitpick, honestly, if I had to nitpick anything, and it's minimal, is the cleaning on this machine is freaking horrible. So it all just gets stuck up in there. And they make stuff, obviously aftermarket. There's stuff you can put there to make it a little easier to clean, but I don't know. I'll get it probably someday. So yeah, that's about it really. I just want to do a little review so people know what they're getting into and some of the things that you have to replace. You don't have to replace the clutches or the clutch weights when you put 35s on it. People talk about it all the time. You don't have to. It's better if you do. It's easier on the machine, obviously, better on the belt, but you don't have to, which is awesome with this. You know, you could throw 35s on it and not have to worry about it. That's pretty cool. Like I said, I did. That's really about it. That's all I can think of. I would like to sit here and like I said, I did trying to do an honest review, and I wish I had more bad things to say just so it sounds a little more realistic to you guys. But I mean, this machine's pretty awesome, to be honest. I've been in a few other ones. I've been in all of them, actually, all the other makes and models, and I gotta say that this one rides the best. And you're sitting up in the seat and not down in the seat like the Can-Am. I mean, don't get me wrong, Can-Am's a badass machine. I love it. But you sit a little low in that thing. So this, you're sitting higher. This obviously isn't as fast or not even close to the power that X3 has. But you know, compared to the seating position of this is really nice. And your legs don't get tired where the gas pedal is and brake pedal is. Like it's all good in this too. My YXZ was the same. I didn't have any issues with that. I know a couple guys complain about the R-Max being a little uncomfortable for their gas pedal foot. They got to put this thing in there. But yeah, I really have nothing bad to say about this machine. And I will probably continue to own the KRX forever, to be honest. I wish it was a little faster, but whatever. It's reliable. I look at it like that. I'll take it being a slow and people making fun of it, but my shit don't break at all. I've never been drug out of the trail. Well, one time. There's a video on that, but I got stuck. So, not like broke down, pulled out of the trail. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. That's my little review on the KRX. Hope it helps somebody out. You guys got any questions, drop a comment. One more thing. Just want to remind you guys to jump over to utvpro and get some accessories for your KRX, Can-Am, Polaris, all that good stuff. They got Yamaha, they got Jeep stuff, whatever you want. And in checkout, make sure you put Hulk Offroad and get yourself 10% off. And they got some good sales coming up too. There'll be some videos on that too. So make sure you're checking in on their website and their Amazon store, utvpro.com for their website, and utvpro on Amazon. So check them out. Make sure you use my discount code, save yourself money, and that helps me out. You know, lets them know that they're getting some traction from my videos. Like I said, they got tons of stuff. These taillights are awesome. Them were the last thing that I did. So yeah, one more little walk around to the Hulk machine. I'm gonna get a new wrap on it too. I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet, but I think it's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm gonna stick with the green purple theme, but I think I want to do like a ghost American flag type thing with it. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna put all my sponsors like on the door right here, like NASCAR. I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that's really all I got to say, to be honest. Oh, one more thing I want to talk about. I wish you could put a bigger winch in here. So this is the Warren 4500. I would love to be able to put a 5500 in here, but it just don't fit. So my next purchase, big purchase, is going to be one of the bumpers, where you can put the winch on the outside. Because I have a 5500 winch. Just can't put it in there. And then I'm going to try to rig something up. My son can weld, so I'm going to have him try to make me something for the back here where I can do a winch on the back. I'm going to take that winch and put it on the back. Kind of like a recovery vehicle in a way, since I'm pulling, you know, since this old girl can pull things out of the trails with no problem. So, every time I look at that, I cringe. So yeah, there she is. She's dirty. but I use it. A couple more things real quick. So the seats in here, you have tons of room. Like if you're bigger like me, I'm 6'2", 280, and this thing fits me pretty good. The seats are actually pretty comfortable for being stock, and I've been wanting to put PRP in this. PRP makes some really nice seats to go in here, and they make green, they'll do purple stitching so it'll match my theme and all. But the reason why I'm afraid to do that is because I go through so much mud and water that I don't want to get them soaked, you know, and then because it's like a foam inside there. These are kind of like waterproof in a way. Like I've had this thing underwater and they're fine. I had my YXZ and I had Dragonfire seats in it, and they were literally waterlogged from probably the first week that I got it. They never dried out. I used to have to take them apart and pull the foam out, and it was horrible. That's what I'm afraid of with the PRP. That's why I really don't want to put custom seats in it. But man, I like the way they look, and it'll hold my harnesses, you know, where they're supposed to be. Other than that, I would like to put a different steering wheel in it, and not because it needs it, but just for the purpose to try to bring it just a little closer to me, because I need the leg room. So I got to put my seat all the way back, and then when I harness up, it's hard for me to reach the steering wheel because I'm so far back. If you put an aftermarket steering wheel and adapter in there, to bring it out a couple inches. I had to do the same thing to my YXZ. I hate wearing my seatbelt, but sometimes you get in some sketchy shit, you got to put it on. And then I have a hard time with like seeing over the front end of the machine. I don't know, whatever. That's obviously for safety, you're supposed to have it on, but I don't like wearing it. That's really all I got for you guys. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. It's a good machine. Just go buy yourself one. Now they got the 4-seater out. Man, I wish I'd have waited for the 4-seater though. A couple of dudes that we rode with down in Tennessee, the 336 off-road guys, they have 4-seaters, and man, them things are ridiculous. They go over anything. Like the stuff we're struggling on, they just have that really long wheelbase and they go over everything. It's amazing. So yeah, I wish I had one of them. And they don't do anything different either. Clutch weights and throw 35s on one. Mike Case has got 37s on him with some clutch on his with some clutch weights, and that thing rips, man. So I think the only thing he's ever done to his was broken axle, also the front right, same one I did. But these things are literally bulletproof machines. So if you have the opportunity to go snag yourself one, don't worry about what the haters say about them being slow. They are. But if you're a good driver, you can keep up with them in the trails. So, yeah, that's it. That's what I got. Again, later. Hope everybody has a good day. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think. If you want to talk shit, you know, we can argue about what machine's best, and, you know, the tires, and if you should pull the spring or which clutch weights are the best. You know, I'm down for all that. Let's have some conversations. All right, hope everybody has a good day.